Hello, everyone. I'm John Kerry, and it's my great privilege to serve as Secretary of State and my distinct honor to welcome you to this special conference hosted by the Smithsonian, the National Park Service, and the State Department. We're really glad that you are exploring diplomacy in action. I lead a group of hardworking Americans stationed all over the globe who every day put diplomacy into action. The men and women of the State Department help us to be able to see eye to eye with our partners around the world. They help us to understand the hopes and the aspirations of people all over this planet. Through promoting education, development, and cultural exchange, these dedicated men and women help us to build a prosperous future for our nation, a stable future for the world, and for the next generation. While I travel around the globe fairly frequently to lead these efforts and to conduct diplomacy, actually much of it happens right here in the diplomatic reception rooms at the State Department. These 42 rooms are used by the President, Vice President, me, and other key officials to engage with leaders from around the world. In these rooms, decorated purposefully in ways that commemorate our states in different phases of our country's development, we negotiate peace, promote commercial and cultural ties between nations, and work to create prosperity for all nations. These rooms actually tell a story about our nation's rich history of diplomacy. Through their extraordinary collection of more than 5,000 items, they bring that history to life, and they remind each and every one of us of our own obligations. Items in our diplomatic rooms include the porcelain used by George Washington to celebrate the first American ship to arrive in China, and the Treaty of Paris desk, where Benjamin Franklin himself was among those who signed the document that ended our Revolutionary War and secured America's independence. So we are pleased to be partnering with the Smithsonian Institution and the National Park Service to create a digital badge on diplomacy that you can earn by listening to this conference and completing a series of questions. We are proud to be part of this interagency initiative because we believe that all people should be able to learn about our country's great history and American diplomacy through these federal collections. You will hear from the curator of the diplomatic reception rooms and a senior historian at the Department of State. We will show you firsthand how our nation's diplomacy and history is symbolized by the objects in these rooms. Then our colleagues at the National Park Service and the Smithsonian will share locations and objects in their care. This conference brings our world to your world. It shares with you ways that we work to build global communities and ways that you can use diplomacy in your own communities. So this conference, we hope, is only the beginning of your journey. As you earn your badge today, I hope that you'll build a better understanding of how diplomacy in action is a part of your future and clearly a journey in the world that is important to all of us.